Hi there, this is Dean from Garment Printer Inc. I want to give you guys an introduction and a demonstration of the Printhead 911 Clog Cleaning Kit. It's by far one of our best sellers, and it works for the Epson-based printheads, Ricoh, and Brother printheads. This kit right here is for the Epson printheads, and this goes for any Epson on the market. The most common ones for garment printing are the R1900 or the 4880 Pro, or the 3880, but it's going to work for all of them. You get a different attachment in every Printhead 911 Clog Cleaning Solution kit. And you get one for, if you buy the one for the Ricoh printheads, you're going to get a whole different attachment set. If you get it for the Brother printheads, you'll get a whole different attachment set. This one right here is for the Epson printheads. So let's take a small tour of the box and we'll get on to the demonstration. So let's take a look inside the Epson Printhead 911 kit. This is going to include the attachment that goes on top of the manifold to flush each channel of your printhead. It comes with rubber gloves, swabs, some lint-free cloths, and of course instructions. This kit comes with 16 ounces of fluid, 2 8-ounce bottles right here. They have child-proof caps and a syringe. So let me just give you a little demonstration of how you use this, or one way to use this with Epson printheads. And I say one way because you can flush your printhead whether it's attached to the printer or out of your printer. I am going to say that it's a little bit easier to do when it's outside your printer. So one of the suggestions is to take that out, and I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do. So I suggest before you start, you can get yourself some Tupperware containers. Or bowls, either one, because we're going to want two, one to put some solution in and one to put the printhead in between while we're flushing it and pulling up more solution. I like to use the Tupperware containers, a lot easier to use. This is an Epson R1900 printhead that's out of the printer. We're going to take some of the 911 solution and we're going to heat it up in the microwave. We don't want it hot and boiling hot, we just want it warm. So we're going to take some of this solution, pour a little bit in, put that in the microwave and heat it up. So once that is heated up, we're going to take our printhead, we're going to put it face down, printhead down into that solution while we can fill up this container so that we can easily suck up some of the Printhead 911 solution into our syringe, and then put our attachment on and connect it to the printhead. So you're going to fill up another container with enough solution so that you can continually suck up fresh solution and then push it through your printhead. So we're going to take this to the microwave and we're going to heat this up. After this is sufficiently heated, we'll take our attachment and put this onto the printhead first, and then we'll attach our syringe. So we're going to pick a channel, one of the channels that's giving us problems. Now the key is you don't want to push this all the way down on this nipple right here because it's a barbed connection. So if you push it down too far, the barb is going to catch inside this hose and it'll be impossible to get it off. Right now I can pull it off and put it on. We chose a tube or a hose, whatever you want to call it, that is firm enough but pliable enough so that you can put it on and remove it. That's extremely important. So we want it snug so that's not coming off with the pressure that we're going to put through this syringe. And you're going to find out the real key is not putting a lot of pressure through the syringe, but still any amount of pressure, if this isn't on tight enough, it's going to blow this right off and solution's going to go everywhere. We don't want that. So once you get your hose connection on and it's snug enough, put that back into the solution, take your syringe, pull up as much solution as you can. Doesn't matter how much. Right now I'm getting a full syringe full. We'll bring it over to the printhead, connect the attachment, and we're going to slowly and gently feed solution through that channel. I'm going to turn the printhead over so you can see what it looks like, but you don't want to do this because you don't want to get cleaning solution all over the connections here. As I gently feed it through, you see it's bubbling up. We don't want to push too hard. I'm going to tell you that just even with a finger, See, it's bubbling up. All right. So really, you're going to want to turn that over and you're going to slowly feed some solution through. You're going to do this to every channel that is giving you a problem. So gently, just with steady, constant pressure of that warm solution, the Printhead 911 solution. What really breaks down this ink is a constant flow of this solution, not just one big hard push of solution. It needs to run through your printhead slowly to break down that ink. So once you do one channel, let's say I could go to a different channel, put that on, but not too hard. See that solution coming out? Gently, gently, gently. And you keep putting this through, taking it off, putting it through additional channels until all your solution is gone. You could just work on one channel and just constantly keep putting solution through it before you go put it back on your printhead to test it, because that's basically what you have to do. We also sell a larger connection for the Epson printheads. That's a 4-channel connection. This way you can do all your white channels at once. And same thing with this. You want to put it on, but not too hard. Just right onto the tip so that it's snug, but you can still pull it off. That's snug. Put your printhead in the solution. And now you're ready to put solution through it. There's all the channels foaming up. It's working good. Now, when you put this, do this on your machine, you can bring your printhead or your carriage all the way to the center of your printer, put this a Tupperware dish underneath that printhead, and work on it while it's still on the machine. That's one good way to do it, because then you can quickly go back to test ink and see if you actually unclogged your printhead, or if that is indeed the issue with it. And you can get that at garmentprinterink.com. Again, you can get these for the Ricoh or Anajet M-Power printheads. You can get these for the Brother GT3 or 541 printheads, or of course any Epson that you might have, any Epson-based garment printer that you might have.